Hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Kori Harshal. So today we are going to learn, means I am going to explain the agriculture part 3. So let's move to the notes. So we completed part 1 and part 2. In part 1 the types of farming, the types of crops, Rabi's, Kharif, Zaid, and the Rabi crops, Kharif crops, rice, wheat, millets, jawar, bajra, ragi, pulses, sugarcane, oilseeds, tea, coffee. And now we are moving to horticulture. So horticulture is one of the type of agriculture. India is largest producer of fruits and vegetables. Means the horticulture is the production of fruits and vegetables. You can see here fruits. India produces about 13% of world's vegetables. Wow. About of 100% of world, 13% produced in India. What are the vegetables? It is an important producer of pea, cauliflower, onion, cabbage, brinjal, tomato, and potato. India is a producer of tropical as well as temperate fruits. Means tropical means extremely cold or extremely hot, and temperate means the favorable climates. Yes, it is the producer of tropical as well, means both producer of fruits. So let's move to the what type of fruits are they, means which fruits we cultivate or we produce. It is a very interesting point of this chapter, agriculture. Mangoes of Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal. Yeah, very tasty mangoes in Maharashtra. That said, Hapus Samba. What that? Oranges of Nagpur ke santre, and from Meghalaya means Cherrapunji. It is a state, means district in Meghalaya. Bananas of Kerala, Mizoram, Maharashtra, and Tamil Nadu. Then lychee and Goa of UP, Uttar Pradesh, and Bihar. Pineapples of Meghalaya, grapes of Andhra Pradesh and Maharashtra, apples, pears, apricots, and walnuts of Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh. These are the fruits cultivated in our states, in our country. Let's move to the non-food crops. We completed our food crops. Now we are going to move non-food crops, which we didn't eat. Non-food crops. They are, what are they? Let's see. First non-food crop is rubber crops. Rubber is grown like a white liquid solid denses from the plants. It grows from plants. So what are it featured in our country? It is an equatorial crop. Means it is a equatorial crop, means grown in hot areas, grown in sunny areas. Under special conditions, it is also grown in tropical and subtropical areas. Yes, it requires moist, humid climate with rainfall of more than 200 centimeter and temperature about 25 degrees Celsius. Means the rubber crops require moist and humid climate with rainfall of 200 centimeter with the sunny, with the shiny, means with the sunlight, and the temperature about 25 degrees Celsius. Rubber is an important industrial raw material. Means rubber is a crop which is a produce, which is play a role of important raw material in industries. It is mainly grown in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and Garo Hills of Meghalaya. It is grown in Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, islands of Andaman and Nicobar, and in Meghalaya Hills, Garo Hills. India ranks fifth among the world's natural rubber producers. It comes in the 5 number. We are proud of India. Rubber is fifth among the world's natural product producers. So let's move to the second non-crop, which is non-food crop, which is fiber crops: cotton, jute, hemp, and silk. Cotton, hemp, jute are derived from crops, whereas silk is obtained from cocoons. The silkworms feed on green leaves, especially in mulberry. In 6th and 7th standard, we learn that the silk fiber is came from the cocoons. It came from animals, and the jute, hemp, cotton are came from the plants. Rearing of silkworms for production of fiber is known as sericulture. Rearing of silkworms for the silk fiber, it is known as sericulture. Let's move to the cotton. Cotton. Cotton is one of the main raw material for cotton textile industry. India is the third largest producer of cotton in the world. इंडिया इज थर्ड लार्जेस्ट प्रोड्यूसर. घमंड करो फिर से, घमंड हो रहा है. So let's know. Grows well in drier parts of black cotton soil of the Deccan Plateau. Means the place where most leading producer of cotton are the Deccan Plateau in the black soil known as what that known as, don't remember. Deccan Plateau. Requires high temperature, light rainfall for irrigation, 210 frost-free days, and bright sunshine for its growth. Means it grows in 210 frost-free days. Means it grows in 210 days which are frost-free. I means no snowfall, and with a high temperature and light rainfall or irrigation, and in bright sunshine. It is also like a rubber, but it needs light rainfall. It is a kharif crop, requires 6 to 8 months to mature. Means it grows in 210, but to mature it requires 6 to 8 months. Major cotton producing states are Maharashtra, Gujarat, MP, Karnataka, AP, Tamil Nadu, Punjab, Haryana, and Uttar Pradesh. These are the most cotton producing states. So let's move to the jute. Jute is also one type of non-food crop which is used like sacks for vegetables, etc. It is known as golden fiber. Why it is known as? It is the color is golden, so it is known as golden fiber. Jute grows well as well drained fertile soils in the floodplains where soils are renewed every year. Means it grows well as well drained fertile or in floodplains. Means it is also grown in a non-fertile means sometimes, and it also grown in well drained fertile soil. Are renewed every year. Yes. High temperature is required during the time of growth. High temperature required for production of jute. West Bengal, Bihar, Assam, Odisha, Meghalaya, the major jute producing states. These are the states which produces jute. It is the used to making gunny bags, mats, ropes, yarn, carpets, and other artifacts. Artifacts means which are used in industries, in bungalows. Yes, due to high cost, it is losing market to synthetic fiber and packaging materials, particularly to the nylon. Means jute is a very high crop. It is a cash crop. So the people are moving to the synthetic fibers like nylon. They are using plastics, nylon, because jute is high cost. So next our point is technological and institutional reforms. It is a hard point. We all means we completed all the types, all the non-food crops and food crops. Now it is a reforms. So let's move. 1 minute. So let's start. The technological and institutional reforms. So first point is sustain uses of land without compatible. 1 minute. I want to color the change. Without compatible techno-institutional changes have hindered the pace of agriculture development. Means sustained uses of land without compatible techno, means without any technology, without any institution, it hindered the pace of agricultural development. Means I am giving an example that most of farmers like primitive subsistence farming, in which The technology is not used, the institution is not helping the primitive farming. So it hindered the pace of agriculture development. Means they are cultivating very less production. Their production is very less due to without technology, without any technology. In spite of development, let's say color change. No red. No red also black. In spite of development of sources of irrigation, most of the farmers in large parts of country still depend upon monsoon and natural fertility in order to carry on their agriculture. Yes, it is not only in India, in other parts of country it also a problem. Like the farmers, most of the farmers depend upon the monsoon, depend upon the environment, depend upon the soil fertility, natural fertility in order to carry on their agriculture. It is also one reforms, means in spite of development. So development is important in these areas or in these parts. For growing population, this poses a serial challenge. Yes, means more population, more growth, then more agriculture, then land becomes less. So population also it poses a serious challenge in these reforms. So let's move ahead. Major institutional reforms. So what we can do by institutional reforms? So let's move. First is collectivization, abolition of zamindari, consolidation of holding, cooperation. So what is cultivation? Let's see. 1 minute. So now I am telling, means I am explaining the feature of collectivization. What is collectivization, not cultivation? Collectivization means in all have all private farm, all have private property. So they are producing like this means 1 minute. I am giving an example. This is our area, and in area one farmer have this much farm, one farmer have this much farm, one farmer have this much only, and one farmer have this much. So they are producing for themselves, means all are producing in their private, not they are collectivizing all. So when we do the collectivization, we produce more production. Why? Because the land is greater, so the cultivation also greater. So this is known as collectivization. So second is abolition of zamindari. Means who are zamindars? They in rural areas, mostly in rural areas, the zamindars, abolition of zamindars means in zamindari system they perform, means they have a domain due to their large land. So it is also an abolition that comes in the institutional reforms. Consolidation of holdings and cooperation, it is also one institutional reforms. I am not going to explain this too. So let's move to next point. Land reform was the main focus for first five plan. Means in first 5 years, means after independence, the first 5 year was made by our political leaders. That was first 5 year plan. In this year, the process of agriculture, the process of lands are introduced. Right of inheritance had already led to fragmentation of land holdings. It is also one year plan taken in the constitution after the means after the independence. So let's move ahead. What is it? Technological reforms. We completed institutional reforms. Now we are going to technological reforms. The laws of land reforms were enacted, but the laws of implementation was lacking in lukewarm. Means the constitution introduced the laws of land reforms, but they enacted the laws of implementation. Implementation means my property, I have this much, I have this much. This is known as implementation. The government of India embarked upon introducing agriculture reforms to improve Indian agriculture in 1916-1970. Means the government embarked, means they are trying to reform, means to improve the introducing agriculture reforms to improve the Indian agriculture in 1960s and 1970s. The green revolution based on the use of package technology. 1 minute, I want to color change. Package technology and the white revolution and were initiated to improve the agriculture. There are two revolution. What were they? White revolution and green revolution. So green revolution taken in the rabi crops and white revolution is again means after some years it taken in the technological reforms. We completed this. Now the land developmental programs. What are they? Let's see. Land developmental programs. So what is this? In 1918 1990, a comprehensive land development programs was initiated which included both institutional and technical reforms. Means the land developmental program included technical and institutional and the technological reforms. Provision for crop insurance against drought, flood, cyclone, fire, disease, establishment or of government banks. Means what are the meanings? So let's concentrate to my explanation. So in means by any drought, by any natural calamity, if the production or the land get distracted, get harassed, get destroyed by any disease, fire, or by any natural calamity, then the government or the cooperative societies or the banks give them a card or give them some amount of money. Means their production was about 1 lakh rupees, but by natural calamity or by disease it get destroyed, then the government give to the farmer for their keeping house, means for their, we can say, for shelter and food, they give 80 to 90,000 to the farmer. This is known as land developmental program or the provision of insurance. Kisan credit card, personal accident insurance scheme are some schemes introduced by government of India for the benefit of farmers for the agriculture. This is also a type of this provision or type of this insurance scheme. It is also one more land developmental programs. Moreover, special weather bulletins and agriculture programs for farmers were introduced on radio and television. In radio and television, we mostly see the news, we mostly see the state news, government news, or cartoons or movies. And the radio and television also describe the farmers program, describe the farmer bulletins. The government also announced minimum support price, remunerative procurement prices for important crops to check the exploitation of farmers by speculators and middlemen. Means it is a simple meaning that if means I can tell in Hindi, अगर मतलब कांदे बहुत बढ़ गए, मतलब जो प्याज है, ओनियंस है, वो बहुत सभी कल्टीवेट करने लगे तो उसका डिमांड कम हो जाएगा. मतलब अब जो कांदे का भाव है 20 रुपीज़ है, तो सभी कल्टीवेट करने लगे तो उसका 15, 10, 3, 5 ऐसा होगा. लेकिन द गवर्नमेंट अनाउंसेस द मिनिमम सपोर्ट प्राइस. मीन्स कांदे कितने भी बढ़ाए लेकिन 20 रुपीज़ के नीचे उसका प्राइस नहीं आएगा. दिस इज नोन एज द अनाउंसमेंट ऑफ मिनिमम सपोर्ट प्राइस, MSP. You can concentrate. If you didn't understand, then watch this video again. Let's move to the contribution of agriculture. Now, so contribution of agriculture, we are going to explain this to the next part, means part 4. So bye bye. For more videos, like and subscribe to the Harshal Kore channel. Bye bye.